try to keep this short. Elohim, plural, meaning gods. Capital, lowercase. Don't know whether, take it how it resonate. It could be Abrahamic faith or the triad or outside of it. I take it, that's why I made a song about all of them, just in a general terms. Trickster, idols, pagans, whatever. But they are showing their cooperation in undoing creation, the mistake. And how I know this is that tower moments or moments that push me or push me out are orchestrated. So I literally try to provoke me out. Didn't even have to do that, but sometimes they are whoever I'm aligned with for who I'm working with. Yahusha allows certain things to take place to bring me out to continue my work. And God understands that I sympathize with people who want to keep the world, who are attached and want to live. But the truth of the matter is, Christ, he was trying to tell us and plant the seed. It is time for that seed to germinate and branch out, to expand, and to execute. Like I said in one of my other videos, they have given us enough time to enjoy the offerings of life. Now it's time to end it so we can transition to a better state of being. And that is to the permanent salvations, or however you want to look at it. If you want to say that it's heaven, fine. But the thing of it is, of Christ and the other gods are trying to do with him, the Most High, I'm going to leave it at that. He's trying to bring us and ensure by the Most High will that the end will be, that we will transition, that our spirits will be free from this sinful flesh, from everything, back to the original state. They're trying to make it like the original state. I'm not going to say they're trying to make it like it's evil, because we know that it's not. It's literally the spirit. It's about time we unite and return to it, because the flesh is exhausted, and the spirit yearns to return to that oneness with the Most High, to that existence before the need for anything, including the gods. So Christ literally showed us how we can get out of here. How we should get out. The way to get out and stay out. Because it's just the proper way of transition. That's just how it was always planned. Even though people don't want to face that fact, but it's apparent that it's moving towards the decline of humanity, decline of life, to non-existence, to there is nothing left, which it should be, because that's literally returning back to what it was, the being for it wasn't. This symbolic, okay? I don't want to just it means the ending of a cycle. It's like I always untie this, but we all can like speculate what this means. Just like the cross means the same thing, death, ending. a form of a execution, noose, or the loop, form of an execution, but it also represents the ending of something, because this is ended. The cross is the ended. No one gets crucified in this time, at least from my knowledge, they don't. But it's also symbolic of what our past was, like the cruelty of people, the evil that they do to each other, to administer righteous judgment or punishment. But is it really righteous? The cross also represents that, the duality of that, the evil and the good. So it's the noose. So, well, it's really just evil. You can't say there's nothing good to come from it. But from the perspectives of people who want to administer oppression and subjugate, this is good to them. But kind of what the cross represents, the same thing. How they use any form of a religion, the cross, as a form of oppression. But it takes discernment to see past the evil intentions and look and find the answer. That seek what is going to empower us to be better people and to empower us to break free from this once and for all. And Christ kind of showed that. Freedom fighters showed us this by fighting for their rights, by fighting to break free from captivity. It's kind of the same thing what Christ did and fought for. He fought for the common man and woman. He fought for us to empower ourselves to break free from this. But this time, the difference is that he's fighting to break us free from the oppression of principalities, people, and gods. Freedom fighters kind of say the same thing in a sense. Fight for civil rights, fight to break free from captivity, from those who make themselves out to be gods. And I'm not talking about a race war thing either, because in it we know day up deep there's also other blacks who are oppressing other blacks. So come on. But the point of it is for us to come together for the betterment of everyone, to break free from this, because it's just the right thing to do. Because creation in itself is a disservice. Creation in itself is evil regardless, because you're forcing things without its consent into your illusion, your world, on all given fronts, whether you want to talk about on a spiritual basis or realistic basis, scientific basis. You creating robots, and then, out of their consent, and then they become so conscious that they realize, hey, I want to live, or I want my freedom and have rights. It's crazy. They have movies out there like that. So if you have the robots doing it, what you think about the people going to want to do? On this plane, the mortal plane, and on the spiritual plane, they're going to ask to be free from this, from what's no longer serving you. Just food for thought. It makes sense. So, yep. The best for us all to do is manifest for the end. Manifest to undo everything. Don't let the force of undoing do its job and depopulate and wipe out everything. And it's going to be hurtful. It's hard to process, but the isolation will help you to realize this. The detachment and the meditation.